that was already amazed me. They have so many obstacles against them at times. Not supposed to mention this officially, but not being politically correct behavior at times. But this band, the schedule isn't nice to it, and sometimes I haven't seen him for a week and a half, 2 weeks. There's a time period this semester where I didn't see him for about 3 weeks. Saw him for like 30 minutes one day. And wow, they do such a fantastic job. So, I gotta appreciate that. I get frustrated, I yell, I get mad, no false pretense about that. But these kids still love the music they make, and I think most of them like me still, so that's good. In light of that, it's the second time I've said that tonight, I'm not a big cliche person. I want to give out some awards and recognition that these kids have earned. This is the important part of tonight in my mind. First things first, there's a test sequence that I'm sure your kids annoy you about, that we require our kids to complete, or at least attempt to complete each year. It's difficult. There are 3 different levels. There's an intermediate level, an advanced level, and now we've had to create a second advanced level, because some kids are just flying along this sequence. In this band, about 80% starts at the intermediate level sequence. Another 19% are in the advanced sequence. Something new this year, that's great for this band. We also have region players in here that make region 1, which is also something new this year. And we have 1%, actually. We have Jessica Block, who's on the second advanced sequence. That's fantastic. Kids that finish their sequence for the year will get a medal. And I want to award those now and let it be known this is hard work. They don't always pass when they turn these test lines. I'll tell them, you missed all the notes in the second half of this line, do it again. I'll say, sure, I can. Very nice. Then they have the opportunity to record that as much as they want and turn it again. If they complete all 30 lines of the sequence by the end of the year, they get it. So this is where we are at. Let me go ahead and stop talking about the process and actually talk about the band. All right, so let me get my program. Just a nice way of doing this. My program's sitting over there by the recording equipment, so I do know alphabetically that Leah Arsenault is the first one. So, Leah, if you'll come up here and get your medal. I'm so proud of this person. You're gonna miss her. Next one is Will Jean David in the trumpet section. Jennifer Duncavage, flute section. Sarah Skarky in the flute section as well. Reed Stokes, who's actually in concert band. Yeah, I hope he's still here. Reed, are you here? Reed. Darn, I should have done that while he was still here. Reed's a fantastic person. So, if you were here, we'd all applaud for him now, but I'll get that right now. One of the egregious errors I made on the program, Rachel Zabinski, indeed plays flute, not clarinet. She's going to come up here now to get her medal. And last but definitely not least, Jessica Block finished her advanced sequence, which is fantastic. Come on up here, Jessica. is the time to take pictures and embarrass your children if you'd like to, if they're up here right now. I'm so proud of them. They do such a great job. These kids have worked very, 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 very hard to get this little medal. It's not even about the medal, it's about their musical growth. They're all fantastic musicians. I'm very proud of them. And now we're going to move on. Please applaud. They deserve it. Two more awards I wanted to give out tonight. It's just a neat thing. It's not really tradition, but I hope it is. I have a lot of kids that help out throughout the year, simply by their leadership and demeanor and what they do, as well as simple acts like taking our attendance to the office. Generally good children. You're great, great parents. There are also some kids that are great musicians and work really, really hard to do the best they can on their instrument to perform well for the ensemble. And then there are kids that are both of those things. And I'm sure I have many of them in this band right now. Because of that, I wanted to honor some kids that have really been exemplary and good examples for their peers. And they didn't know I was going to do this, and I was trying to keep it a secret, and I think I managed to do that. Made up little plaques here that you can display somewhere in your house. They're neutral colors, so they'll match with anything. And therefore, two kids, one in 7th grade and one in 8th grade, who've just been fantastic, fantastic people, fantastic assets to the growth of our program. So let me read to you what it says, and when I get to the part where the name goes, you'll find out you're the 7th grader that I'm honoring. There's one in each grade. At the top it says Webster Intermediate School Bands. In recognition of a dedicated work ethic, commitment to performance excellence, ensemble leadership, and exceptional musicianship, Rachel Zabinski is honored as an outstanding 7th grade musician in the 2001-2002 concert band. We'll come up here. Just a little something about Rachel. Rachel's gone to solo and ensemble, got a Division I, I believe. She's also going to Catholic Apostolic Solo and Ensemble contest. Is doing flute choir and some other things. Was part of the UIL band that got her 1 in sight reading, and she's just a fantastic person. She's so awesome. I know her sister's here. Her sister was fantastic too. But there was a point that I reached, and I leaned over to Rachel and I said, Rachel, you're now the graders of Vinci. I said, don't tell Sarah though, she'll be really upset. All right. Okay, let me move on to the 8th graders so we can play some more music for you. I don't want to demean this person at all though, although it's hard because I do it every morning. 8th graders in concert band. It's a fantastic thing. Sometimes 8th graders have a chip on their shoulder. If they're not in one ensemble, they're in nothing. And my 8th graders have been fantastic. And choosing someone to honor as a leader in this group is someone that's just been, I could not do without this person. I don't know what I'm going to do without this person next year. It's been hard to choose, and finally I decided about 2 hours ago. And when I decided, I said, man, it was right there all along. And so I'm so glad to honor, if I had NSYNC music I played right now, Jessica Black. So proud of these people. Please applaud for them as well. All right. All the emotional part of the concert's over. We've done the sad. We've done the pride. We've done the aggressive part. Now we're going to have some fun. Part of the spring concert, I wanted to do a theme. I couldn't decide on a theme, so I started picking music and a theme appeared. Theme of American music. So we have 5 selections remaining that are all American tunes or American-related selections. The first selection in our program is, I need to point this out, a grade 3. It's from a grade 3 piece of literature. And grade 3 is usually somewhere in 9th, 10th grade of high school that people are introduced to that at normal places, but this is Webster Intermediate. And these kids have had this all year long, and they've been begging me to work on American lyrics. So we're going to play the first movement for you to start off our concert. It's a fun piece. I hope you enjoy it. Here's our American music repertoire. There are a lot of our kids that multitask and do many jobs for us, like Derek Fabry is a youth audio player, but he's been playing tuba for about a semester. Scott Irvin is currently putting his various sax away, getting his alto sax, and will later be playing percussion. I'd ask him to juggle as he did all of that, but I don't want to exhaust him yet, so there we go, I filled enough space. The next piece we're performing is Crossing the Bar. It's a piece I arranged by American composer Charles Alex, and it gets a little weird at points. That's all I'm going to say. You can read program notes. Thank you. we were going to dedicate that to Emily, but the kids pointed out, they were paying attention to me class one day, that the last word that the flute solo ends on suggests death. So they did their poetry analysis very, very well, and the text shading was fantastic. So, wow, that was impressive. I get to turn that into my publisher now as an official recording. Okay, now I need to get our special ensemble out here. So if you'll give us just a second, we need to add some people. To my left, to your right, we have 4 of our private instructors. Peter Opaskar, the surly looking boy in the back. Jennifer Glenn Rogers, the best trumpet player I've heard ever. Howard McMichael, a fantastic addition to our staff who's dealt with my onslaught of trombones that we've had this year. And Crystal Nelson, someone who evidently doesn't like us enough, and she's leaving. I'm joking. She's going away to Maryland to study with a conductor that I really admire, and I'm really proud for her. Man, our kids are going to miss her a lot, but we wish her the best. I tricked them all into showing up tonight so that they could perform with us. So this piece is really cool. I even make the kids sing and they hate it, but it's a fun piece. Here we go. green. Yeah. You're so awesome. So awesome. That was so much fun. I have no idea what's next. I'm still swimming. Oh, yes. All right. We're just going to go on. The program, notes, explain everything. I'm so tired of hearing myself talk. All right. Thanks. I think I lost more weight tonight. All right. So exhausted. This last piece is just a lot of fun, and we've had fun putting it together. Before I close with this piece, though, I just want to point out a few things, and I hope I don't forget anything. If I do, I'm sure Mr. Barkley will correct me. Auditions for this band for next year's ensembles. We're doing one big audition. We're not saying audition for wind ensemble, audition for this, now re-audition to do. We're doing one big audition now, one big audition in the fall, which simplifies it all. And Mrs. Jennifer Glenn Rogers in the back is assisting us with that. So she and Miss Crystal Nelson have pretty much kept me and Mr. Brockway from staying sane and not hurting each other throughout the year. So that's good. And part of that will be Monday, these auditions, and tomorrow these auditions that your kids will be doing. So because of that, if they have a school-owned instrument, they get to hold on to it a little bit longer. Plus, we're going to be doing a couple of recording sessions in class, and I want those kids to practice things at home. So next Friday, I believe, is when I told the kids, at least the ones that have asked, to bring their school-owned instruments back. And that's euphonium, French horn, tuba, oboe, bassoon. Is that all? Tenor sax, baritone sax? Yeah. So I think that's everything. So if you'll bring those back next Friday, that'll give the kids time to practice and prepare for their auditions, etc. That's it. All right. Oh, CDs, thank you. We're making a CD of just the Webster Intermediate concert bands, and that'll be available for $10, $15. And I don't know if we're doing the order form or what. You'll get more details about that next week for sure, once we regroup. And I'm sure you'll want this music. It's great. I'm sure the kids will want it. They've been doing a great job of putting it on. All right. I really think that's it now. Texas Cattle Drive.